Wale ambao wanapiga kelele na ndio tumewaruhusu na sisi hatuna kelele, ndio unakuta the same people ndio wanapinga hii altar ambao tunaweka hapa. Na wale wanaipinga hao wenyewe wakati tulikuwa colonized in this nation, ndio walikuwa wanatoka pale wanakuja hapa kuombea governor. Mimi nasema hivi, ukiona mtu ambaye anapinga altar, unless you are an antichrist. Kwa hivyo kama unaweka altar na unawekea Mungu madhabahu, kwa nini nyinyi ambao mmeokoka mnapinga madhabahu ya Mungu?
Mapasta nĩ mauma kũrĩa thingire-inĩ wa iregi, na nĩ mapasta a kanitha ici cia mũkano, ciĩtagwo kanitha cia mũkano kana ciĩtagwo ta evangelical churches, not the ti kanitha iria cia tene ta ACK, Catholic, sio hizo indigenous churches. Ici ingĩ mũndũ arahingũra kanitha akamĩta Hope of Life, akamĩta Ministry of whatever, acio aingĩ mũno nĩ mauma kũrĩa StateHouse mũthenya wa ũmũthĩ. Na there's this one video yakorwo ĩkĩnyita attention yakwa na njĩra ĩmwe nene mũno. This I think is a bishop. Ndĩrona shati yo ta ya bishop. Bishop ũyũ arageria gũtwĩra atĩ maũndũ mothe marĩa a Kenya makoretwo magĩka gũkorwo magĩbinga maũndũ marĩa marathiĩ na mbere thirikari-inĩ. Arageria gũtuonia that it is all not worth it. Nĩũkoretwo na project ya kanitha na ĩyo nĩyo ndĩrenda tũkorwo tũgĩfocus nayo mũno because it is the recent one. Na pastor ũyũ arauga atĩ mũndũ wothe ũrabinga kanitha gũkorwo ĩgĩakwo StateHouse, maybe he is an antichrist. Na ndĩrenda I just want to pastor ũyũ eherie religion kando kwanza, kana still in this religion, what does the constitution say call Kenya? Kenya is a secular state. What does a secular state mean? A secular state means that whatever religion you wish, or dini o yothe ũngĩenda gũkorwo nayo. Na that's why twĩna nginya Yesu wa Tongaren. That is why twĩna nginya dini ya Msamba. That's why twĩna everyone. O mũndũ no ambĩke dini yake hau na akorwo na shirika, provided you have the legal documentations. That is what I mean. Whether you are a Christian, whether you are a Hindu, whether you are a pagan, whether you are a anything, you can do that. Now, suppose kanitha ya 1.2 billion ni yako StateHouse with a capacity of 8,000 people. Then, in 2027, kuingira president Muithiramu. Don't you think that will be kukuadwanzi to some point? How do you think your president atachukulia that structure? Because to him hiyo itakuwa structure, it won't be an altar. Suppose kuingira president Mohede, of course hawezi convert kanisa ikue temple. Of course Muislamu hawezi convert a structure that was a church ikue mosque. Kuingira president a pagan, dagetua nyumba ĩyo ĩtuĩke meeting hall. So what is the purpose of this 1.2 billion church? Secondly, ashirika aya ngiri 8 mariumaga ku all Sunday. Will there be specific like washirika wa hiyo kanisa atĩ rĩu Nairobi andũ nĩ maramenya niĩ thiaga kanitha StateHouse, niĩ thiaga kanitha ĩrĩa ĩkoragwo StateHouse? 8,000 people every Sunday. I don't think that's practical. Ũndũ ũrĩa ũngĩkorwo wĩ possible nĩ atĩ hena andũ marĩa koragwo magĩcabirishwo nĩgetha moke kanitha-inĩ ĩyo, nĩgetha that will be just an avenue of getting audience. When there is a rowdy audience outside StateHouse, then on Sunday Kasongo ndangĩhota gũthiĩ kanitha-inĩ na kũu nja tondũ the crowds are rowdy, ageta andũ arĩa mangĩmũthikĩrĩria kũu aka address the nation. So is that even a church? Icio nĩcio ciũria iria ciratũma andũ makorwo makĩũria why the 1.2 billion church? Again, kwĩna kanitha StateHouse. And the reason why aya mafati is because of the point I just gave the first time. Suppose kuingira president Muithiramu, it will be easy kubomoa structure ya mabati kuliko kubomoa structure ya mawe ya 8,000 people. So Oyo pastor ni afati Ruto kareo atunyo license yo enayo na apelekwe shule asome constitution, because gone are the days when you can sway people using religion. Tena niguo tuonaga mundu ananiokaga na Bible akamwira Biblia inasema hivi ufai kufanya hivi. You know, people have brains. I don't mean brains nowadays. Now, in fact, I'm so bitter about this. The pastor shiraugo oguori. Anyway, watu wanafaa waache kuharibia kanisa majina, because I'm really trying to put myself in the shoes of mshirika wake mwenye akona brains. What does he think about pastor wao? I don't even want to address him as bishop. Anasikiaje about pastor wao Kenya ameenda kusema huko StateHouse? How do you justify a 1.2 billion church? StateHouse. Aside from that, ni akoro wakiareria horo washa na what have you. Maundu macio magi mothe have no problem with that. You can take whichever side you want to take, because this is politics. But about this church, and you're a bishop, and you're using that title to try and sway the people's minds. Wewe bishop wewe. Lastly, nikimalizia gire kiohoro wa makanitha na StateHouse, nigukoretwo na attempt ya divide Kenya in terms of tribes, and you are seeing that trend in the church right now. Maithini maitu, because kanitha ishige mainstream churches, they have a stand that njuragano nishifati gukorwo cigithira Kenya. The country needs to listen, the government needs to listen to its people, and it needs to act. Ugo niguo kanitha mainstream shikoretwo shikiuga. But it is very hard to change the minds of a mainstream church tondu hena structures, hena archbishop wa Kenya ngima, hena bishops, hena pastors, hena venerables, dramwira kiria yata ACK. When an order comes from the archbishop, everyone else follows. So ni hinya muno gukorwo gishenjia the stand of a mainstream church, but it is very easy to change the stand of these other evangelical churches tondu o mundu na kanitha yake. Everyone koguo uwezi limit mtu kuenda mkutano StateHouse. Ungeheo yo ngiri 50, yeye mwenyewe ndio ataamua kama atakuja. They are not answerable to anyone. Koguo, that is why we saw a very big number of people there. I'm sure brown envelopes zilitembea sana. How is this going to divide the church? We have tuna nabane na muno ya mapasta evangelical churches. From now they are going to preach 2 term, just like tuona pastors yohahage preach. Mainstream churches meko nyitirira 1 term. By that diramaanisha ate magothi haria mauge bwana asifiwe 1 term or 2 term, like the ideologies and the end game in what they are saying. How about those people aria mekuria evangelical churches na ni 1 term? How about these people aria mainstream churches na ni 2 term? I think if there is a body that needs to be united, ona matifati gukoro magituonia division yao anywhere, it's the church. I mean, it's the only thing. Kiu no kyo kido kiria kigikoro a form of unity. Religious organizations, churches, like the Christian faithfuls, Muslim faithfuls, all those religions mafati gukoro me united na jiremo. In fact, this is a very big attempt to unite to divide the church. But this division is going to build to unity at some point before 2027. Tukoroha na tukuyonera.
Your Excellency, kuna coalition of bitterness, bitter people. Watu wakiwa bitter wanatengeneza coalition, at the coalition of bitter people. Ikiwa sasa wewe uko impeach, unatengeneza coalition nyingine ya bitter people, and then mnaungana pamoja na bitter people.
Anyway guys, niyo maoni mako mengi horo yo. You can comment down there and tell us what you think about this story.